So I've been in the media industry for over 20 years, and here's what I've observed. Basically, advertisers and marketers are in the business of interruption. We are in the interruption business. And what that means is, what we've been doing is we've been interrupting the consumer on his way to the content that he's trying to get to. And whether that is in the form of a 30-second TV commercial in the middle of their favorite TV show, or whether that is a full-page print ad in a news section in a newspaper, we have been basically getting in the way of a consumer as he's trying to get to the content that he actually wants. And for decades, that was fine because the content was either practically free or completely free, right? Now, what's happened since? What's happened since is that the digital media industry came along and changed everything. All of a sudden, a consumer can now consume whatever content he wants, wherever he wants, whenever he wants, and even on whatever device he wants. And that is changing consumer expectations completely. All of a sudden, it means interruption is no longer cool. Interruption is no longer acceptable, and it is no longer a road tax they're willing to pay. How do we know this? Well, take a look at the subscription services that have been growing over the years, whether it's Spotify or Netflix or YouTube Red or Amazon. People are willing to pay a premium for quality content, provided you don't interrupt their service, you don't interrupt their experience with an ad. Even if you look at the mobile industry, we can see that ad blockers are growing year on year by as high as 30% or 40%, depending on which part of the world you're in. So my challenge for brands is this: instead of getting in the way of the consumer as he's trying to get to the content that he's trying to get to, let's create the content that he wants to get to. In other words, let's move out of the interruption business and into the interest business. Actually create content that consumers are genuinely interested in and will actually consume on their own. Let's move away from campaign-based marketing strategies to content-based marketing strategies. And instead of pushing messages at people, we instead pull them in through the quality of our content. Now that isn't easy. And to do this, we have to take lessons from some of the world's master storytellers. So in my talk on brand storytelling, I actually show examples of some of the best storytellers in the world, and that is the people in the film business. I actually discuss lessons from Hollywood. And in that talk, I take you through the very building blocks of storytelling and show you how over the years Hollywood has managed to create content that people want and come back for, but also how all of these studios and all of these big properties have managed to grow loyal audiences year on year. And through these lessons, brands can also develop their own loyal audiences and create their own content that not only will consumers willingly watch, but they'll talk about amongst themselves and that they will share on social media. Join me for my talk on brand storytelling, lessons from Hollywood.